Launching. I've got my timer set to 4.5 minutes because I'm running smaller batteries in it right now. And I wanted to really hammer the throttle. I'm completely off the throttle there. Alright, once I level out, I kick it back up to about 40-50% throttle. This plane is just so much darn fun. I want to demonstrate it every chance I get. Off the throttle. That is so darn cool. And when you make turns with this, I mean, you can fly this extremely slowly. And the wind's shifted on me 180 degrees, so it's going into the wind right now from my first couple of flights out here. But you can input a little adverse yaw into it and spin it around. So I'm going to put in some left rudder and some right aileron to keep the wings level, and as you can see, it just pivots right around. I think that is so cool to be able to make those spinning turns like that. That was a complete stall. As soon as it started to pivot at the top, I got off the throttle a little bit too early. Didn't let it rotate completely, but pretty drama-free stalls with this little 3D plane, isn't it? Let's try that again. That's better. Alright, so that was completely off the throttle. I'm in the throttle now, so until I get it leveled back out, I completely cut the throttle off. That is so cool. I've been out here practicing that this morning. I think it's pretty neat to try these maneuvers and just get it to pivot using gravity. Throttle's cut. Just using gravity to get it to pivot to complete the maneuvers. I've just been out here practicing that this morning. This plane is just so darn cool. Off throttle. Alright, cruising speed. But these 3D planes are just so darn cool. Well, this one is. I can tell you this one is. Now watch this. Out of the throttle. Alright, back in the throttle. So that prop is just freewheeling there. Now I didn't use gravity there because I wanted to rotate it. But how cool of a plane is that? Look at that. That is, you know, the thing about this 3D plane, I think one of the things that's so cool about it is it's got such a big wing area. Of course, the control surfaces are huge, and it's so light that it gives you plenty of time to perform your maneuvers. You know, you're not having to be real fast about it. So like that, like there, I mean, look how long it took it to fall through. Because I cut the throttle completely off. You've got plenty of time with these 3D planes to make your corrections on your maneuvers. It's just absolutely fantastic. It makes it really easy. Okay, so my timer has elapsed. All right, and I'm using smaller batteries, so I just have my timer set for 4.5 minutes. Let's see if we can bring it and land it on the road. I don't see anybody coming at the moment. I've been landing on this little dirt lane that I'm standing on because earlier the wind was going right down the lane. All right, here we come. Cool. Launching. Okay, so I did check the battery power after I landed, even with that smaller battery, but I still had a little bit over 3.8 volts per cell. But I never know, you know, with these smaller batteries, especially when I'm hammering the throttle constantly, if I'm gonna have enough to run circuits if I need to before I land. But what an absolute blast of a plane. Throttle off. Throttle on. I'm kind of flying it like I fly a sport glider out here, reporting when my throttle's on and when it's off. That was a complete vertical stall. It's kind of tricky. I haven't got it down yet on how much I can reduce my throttle and still get it to pivot and then cut the throttle all the way off. Sometimes I get it, and sometimes I don't. I almost had it there, but not quite. But what a blast. Okay, so let's see. We do a loop. Throttle cut. It just glides right through, no problem whatsoever. It still looks just as graceful as it can be. Throttle's off. Yeah, I guess that getting off the throttle like that, I guess it'll make for longer flight times too, won't it? But I want to try a hammerhead again. That was better. Alright, now I'm in the throttle. Do another one of those spinning turns. That wasn't very good. A little too much in first yaw there. Try that again. I just think that the maneuvers that this can perform as slowly as it can perform them, I just think that is so darn cool. Look at that. It almost hovers in the air right there on some of those pivots. It's moving so slowly. And I think it's cool that you can turn it like that and keep the wings completely level. Throttle cut. Look at that. See how much that slowed down? Coming out of that loop with the throttle completely cut. Of course, with that prop freewheeling like that, and that's a big prop. You know, it's an 8x3/8 slow fly prop. It's got big paddles on it, but kind of works like an air brake, you know, when you cut the throttle completely. Man, you can really practice Immelmans with this. It gives you all kinds of time to rotate that plane once you come out of the apex of the loop. So I find that these 3D planes, because they can maneuver, they have so much power, and because they can maneuver so slowly, and it gives you so much time to complete your maneuvers, I think that they're absolutely great for practicing aerobatics too. All right, I'm out there quite a ways. I didn't mean to get that far away. I don't have anybody coming. Let's bring it down here on the main lane again. But I just have an absolute blast with this little 3D trainer plane. It is fantastic, guys. And there we go. Easy peasy. Alright, like I said, everything, the link to the plug and fly version, they also have a ready to fly version, comes with a nice little game style transmitter, programmable. So the ready to fly, the plug and fly, links to those will be in the show notes. Links to a couple of different types of receivers, Byme-A gyro, the prop, the motor, in case you have one and you need any, spare components for it. That motor is absolutely fantastic. That is one torquey little motor, and it's only like a 25 gram motor, 2206, 1450 kV. But man, has that plane got the power. It was just an absolute joy to fly. So the adapters, the batteries, links to everything will be in the show notes. Check out the price, because last time I checked, it was just $159.99 for the plug and fly version, guys. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.